welcome. You are listening to the Holistic Travel Nurse Podcast. This is Naomi, your host. Stay tuned. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All right. Hey, it's Holistic Travel Nurse. I'm sorry if I feel a little broken up with this recording, but in this video, I am interviewing my friend Mitch. My friend Mitch, we've been talking off and on for quite a few years. I wanted to reach out to him and hey, what about these oils helping with your emotions? They really help me with my emotions. My goodness, some days at work, I don't know how I get through with a smile on my face without my oils, because some days people aren't nice. I mean, do we all work in areas where people are just freaking rude? We both work in healthcare, and it is a tough situation because you see people at their worst. And when they're at their worst, they're not always the nicest, right, Mitch? And so when you see people, because you served in the military, you're a paramedic, you're a fireman, we thank you for your service. But when we take care of people, sometimes we don't see them at their best. And so therefore they don't always, their care providers, they always aren't the greatest to us. And so, and then to mention in your line of work, and especially actually in the hospital line of work, there's things that we see that will stick with us and can mess with our brain and make it hard for us to, trauma. And it can be hard for us, and we have a hard time getting over things. And so there's cases from the past that stuck with me pretty severe for a long time. And how do we manage our stress? How do we manage those emotions? How do we manage those negative thought things that are appearing in our head? So this is kind of what this video is going to be about. And it is also my friend Mitch didn't think that oils worked. And I send you, and I might have sent him samples, but I might have not. If he might have sent him samples, he probably never used them until we talked again, and he did in my online class. And he's like, what the heck? Right? So Mitch, tell us your background. Because military, fireman, paramedic, you've seen a lot, right?
Right. So I started off in the military. I did 6 years in the U.S. Army. And then when I got out, I was a volunteer firefighter. Then I went into a paid system as a firefighter and a paramedic. So, even people in the healthcare professions, law enforcement, people who counsel people who work in the hospital settings, we see a lot of things, and we keep on going because we have a job to do. We can't let our emotions show because, we're there to be the strong person for those people in need. And sometimes those things affect you. It affects your emotions. It affects your sleeping habits, because these are things that you see, and then it's like embedded in your mind. So, and I was on 16 years on different medications for my emotions, anything from, antidepressants to EMDR. And I noticed these things didn't work. And every year they changed my medication, and every year it didn't get any better. So Naomi told me about oils. And I looked at her like, oils, come on, that's for ladies. You want to smell your house very nice, Snake oils. I was just laughing. I'm like, she's kidding me. She can't be serious. If medication didn't work, why are oils going to work? So, she kept talking to me. She sent me a sample of lavender, I think, and some lemon oil. She said, try these. But, those were samples. And then one day we got to talking on Facebook, and she said, why don't you try these oils? And I said, what the heck? What do I have to lose? I was spending so much money on medications. What is another couple $100 going to do? So when she did that, I signed up for the DoTERRA emotional aromatherapy kit. And there's like 6 oils in there, and each oil represents a different way of controlling your emotions. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not here to tell you to stop taking your medications and take the oils. What I want you to do is, if you seriously and you really want to take control of your health, take the oils in conjunction with your medication. And if you see that works, then you can talk to your provider about stepping back your medication. But please, at no time, just do not stop taking your medication, because it has very mean side effects. Am I correct, Naomi?
Oh my goodness, yes. I've known people that have stopped certain medications, especially when we're talking about medications that work in your brain. I don't want to stop those right off the bat. No. And so I had my own bad experience, can I say, with a sleep medication that's also an antidepressant. And I didn't think I was taking that much of it, because he goes, I have even a very low dose, because I had sleep issues for years through my circadian, well, I worked so many years of nights, and then I've had my share of brain things. I've had meningitis, and then I had other things going on, so I had sleep issues. And I cut cold turkey because I was tired of taking in and the side effects. And oh, that was the worst. I had withdrawal, and that was horrible. And had to go on some other medications to help taper off those other bad medications. So now I don't take anything. I worked really, really hard with my diet and regularizing my sleep and certain protocols I do that I sleep so much better. And I have a sleep protocol, and that's made the biggest difference in my sleep health. And it's funny because you're right about a brain. A brain will keep trauma and store that trauma, and that trauma can cause interference with, if we're holding some things that are negative and we allow it, it will do damage within inside your body. So I have to ask you, so when you got the emotion kit and you started playing with the oils, what was the first one that you were drawn to?
I really have to say there's two, cheer and motivate. As I got my kit, I was all excited. I didn't know which one to take first. I played with it. And, you know, in my line of work, because I still deal with customers, and sometimes customers are not the best because they're going through their things and everything. So what I did was cheer. In the morning before I go to work, I would put it on my wrist, behind my ear, a couple drops there. And then I always took my oils with me because I didn't know what kind of triggers would happen that day or what kind of day that I was going to be confronted with. So I always carry this little kit with me with the 6 oils. They come in a cute little box. You can take them with you. They're the bottles. You can replace the bottles as you need be. And then motivate, because there will be days that I'm like, God, I got to deal with this. Or there's days like high trigger days for me, 9/11, Memorial Day, 4th of July, because there's smells and things and noises that would trigger my symptoms. And so I would use those 2 oils the most. And you know, there's corny names. There's like forgive. How do you put forgive in a bottle? I can't explain to you why they name it for forgive, but there's days that I just needed to have some forgive on me because of past bad experiences with relationships or whatever so be. And you might not forgive the person, but it helps you control your emotions. It helps you balance it out where you're not so roller coaster type thing.
Oh, see, forgive for me was an oil that was super powerful in helping forgive myself for like things that I didn't realize that I am holding on to, and we're the worst critics of ourselves. So that oil didn't smell good to me, and I think it was because that I was holding on to forgiveness that of my own self that I needed to deal with.
Right.
One that just keeps me even toned and helps even toned is like steady or balance. And I use balance in making my own rollerball blend. I love those ones. And motivate is awesome for like when you don't want to actually do something, but you need the little motivation. It really is
Right.
that.
Right.
It's really uplifting, and they smell like, oh my gosh, we wish there was smell-o-vision.
Yeah. So like balance, I use balance every day. I use a vitamin pack that we have.
Yeah.
That doTERRA has. The LAV, I take those every morning. I take an On Guard, which helps boost your immune system. I take a Capiopa, and I take my balance. That's the first thing I do in the morning time before I head out the door. Just so you have the energy, you're getting the vitamins and nutrients you need, you're getting the food complex, you're getting On Guard to help you build your immune system. So when you're out in public, you know, your immune system is being built. So those are the first things I do for every morning. And I feel the difference. When I don't do it, I can tell the difference. If I skip my LLV vitamins for a week, I was miserable, I was tired, I felt ill, and these things work. And what I like about it is our vitamins have a 30-day back guarantee. Who else in this market of vitamins that say, you try my vitamins, if you don't like it, I'll send me the empty bottles back and I'll give you a refund. And that's what I like about doTERRA. Not only that, but doTERRA has integrity. They test their products, every oil, 54 times before it goes out on the market. Show me another oil company that does that. Nobody puts that kind of money and effort to make sure their products are safe before they go out on the market.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a game changer in what they've done and what they do for our health, and then how incredible. But I got to ask you, I heard that your coworkers even saw the difference in you.
Yes, that's true. Coworkers and my customers saw the difference. And so when I started this business, I said, if I'm going to pay the $35 to become a wholesale customer, why am I going to pay $35? Well, because not only do you get products at a discount, you get product value, meaning for every dollar you spend, almost dollar for dollar, you get product value. Also, when you pay for shipping, you get shipping points. Nobody else pays, it gives you shipping points. So as you pay for a shipment, your points build up where you can get a free shipment. As your product value points build up, you get free product. So if I'm going to spend the $35, and it's the same thing to be a wellness advocate, I might as well become a wellness advocate. As soon as people saw the changes in me, they wanted in. They wanted this aroma emotional kit. And I'm telling you, it works. It's not BS. I'm a living testimony. I can get other people to tell you the same thing. So what I'm saying is, why not try this? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose except $200 at most? And if I could tell you that if you don't like it, I would give you $200 back, I would tell you that. But I'm not in that position to tell you that. But I tell you, this works. It works. If you put it to use, if you use it every day, I promise you, you won't be healed, but your symptoms would be manageable. Your emotions would be manageable. I can never tell you that oils are going to be 100%, that you're going to be cured, because I'd be lying to you. But if you have a symptom that you're going to live with the rest of your life, why not try something that's holistic, something that's not going to kill your liver, something that's not going to kill your kidney, chemicals that are going into your body that can't detoxify. doTERRA, test their product. 99% of the oils you can take internally, because that's how pure they are. That's how certified they are. There's nothing in it. And if they make a product that's not good, they don't put it on the market. They destroy it and start from day one again to make a better product than it was before.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. It's something that is completely beneficial, and they have dramatically changed my life. If there was an oil that, I mean, I don't know, like if you can narrow down your top 3 oils, because people can't ask me one because I love so many of them. So name 3 of your top favorite oil or oil blends.
It would be Cheer, Motivate, Balance, and of course my lemon oil.
Okay.
Lemon oil. I love my lemon oil in my water. I love my lemon oil in my iced tea. And not only is the lemon oil so good for you, it helps detoxify you. It's refreshing, but you can use the same lemon oil to clean your house with. That it's all natural. You're not breathing in all these chemicals that you're around your pets or kids.
Exactly. The same lemon oil that you just put in your iced tea, you could put 2 drops in your toilet and clean your toilet with. And they'll clean well. It's crazy. It's totally crazy. So I love it. I love it. And then the business side, you've gone to a couple of meetings and you've seen doTERRA's culture. Can you talk what you think about doTERRA's culture?
You know, doTERRA's culture. So I had the opportunity to talk at a conference we had in Denver, and then I have another upcoming meeting that I'm talking about. And so doTERRA's culture is like family. So the business side of doTERRA is completely different than any other marketing, network marketing I've seen out there. And, well, how is that possible, Mitch? First of all, because when you start off with doTERRA, doTERRA's pyramid structure is the opposite of anybody else's. In other structures, everybody on your top line, you're making money off of. But that's not the case in doTERRA. You help your people build their business. And as they build their business, that's how you make the money. It's not like, I'm going to take everybody, put them on my top line, and not help anybody on my down line. That's the first thing. We have a quick start program. The first 60 days when you sign somebody up, every time they order, you get 20% every week on Wednesday or Thursday a check is coming to you or it's going into your bank account. That's right off the bat. Nobody else does that quick start program. But the culture is better. I have to say it's family. Why? Because these people I don't know, they're not in my upline, they're not in my downline, but they come and they listen to your stories. And usually whatever you're going through, somebody else is going through. They might not know a person, but when they hear a person talk about how oils have changed them, how oils has affected their quality and quantity of life, they want to know. They want to be able to use your story to share with others, just like we're doing today. And if you have questions, you can reach out to Naomi. Naomi will reach out to me, and I will answer whatever questions you have. But it's a partnership. It's a family. I'm talking to other people how oils have helped me. And then there might be people in my downline or people that I know that are going through medical stuff that I don't know that they work, that I can draw their knowledge on and share with somebody else. That's what doTERRA is. It's a family base. We don't care who's upline, who's downline you belong to. We want to help one another. It's just not about money. It's about making people taking control of their lifestyle and making them healthier with other means than medication.
Oh, it's amazing that you said that right. I mean, to be honest, we were just talking about this. I just bought a book that I'm hoping that I will get him on my channel, hoping that, and this is what you do. If your doctor's not helping you get off your medication, then fire them. You hear it from this nurse. And this book I just got called Undoctored: Why Your Healthcare Is Failed You and How You Can Be Smarter Than Your Doctor. And I love that doTERRA is like educating people about the simple things in their life, like the healthy habits that can really move the needle in their health, in prevention or in also just bettering their quality of life. Like you said, I go without my LLV vitamins and my energy level is dropped. I don't sleep well. I have all these issues. I mean, I'm addicted to my supplements. If there's one thing, and my oils, I'm addicted to my supplements, my oils. They've made that much difference in my life. And so, and I love the culture that I can reach out, and I have people on this channel that are not part of my upline and downline, and I just want to hear their story, and we help each other. There's no competitive. There's enough people out there that still need oils in their life. So it's super cool like that. I love it. I'm super excited that you're on my team, though, and that we can say that men do doTERRA. And yeah. So you're going to be working on your website, right? What is the name of your website that you decided?
I'm going to call it Triple D, Dudes Do doTERRA Oils, because oils are not just for women, they're for everybody.
That's right. You heard it first here. So just don't think that it's just a girly thing if you're talking about this video. If you're a guy, you can do this too. You're welcome. And definitely in this email, or definitely in this, this is me and my podcast plus my YouTube channel, you can email me at holistictravelnurse@gmail.com. And yes, I will send it over to, if you would like to get hold of Mitch, I can forward those to Mitch. And he would be more than willing to talk to you about his past and things that he's been dealing with his emotions and how they've helped with his emotion. And I can tell you, we could meet one-on-one and talk over the phone, and I can tell you how it helped with my health. So we have like two of the best worlds right here. I mean, seriously, it's very cool. So Mitch, I am so thankful you were on the channel, that you decided to share your story, and you decided to step out and, started being more vocal with what the oils have done for your life, and that you see the positivity, because when I got to go out there, you're just an uppy, positive dude. And it's so cool that all these other people that you've impacted that I don't know. And I know a lot of them have really, really, you've blessed their life in ways that they can't even repair because they love their oils so much. You have people like that on your team now, right?
Yes, I do. I'm completely blessed with the people that are a part of my team and the people that I'm able to help. All I want to do is to make people live better lives, and the money is just secondary.
Yeah, that's it. I want to see people have better quality life, more energy, better, stable with their emotions, and know that it can be all done naturally. So it's super excited, and I can't even thank you enough for being on my team and definitely being part of this channel. So if you've been thinking they aren't going to work for you, what do you have to lose? If you are talking to someone and they've sent you this video, reach back to them. If somebody sent you this video or this podcast, and they sent you samples and you're talking to them, go back and talk to them. What do you have to lose? Get started. If you want just come across this and you are not working with anybody, then reach out to me or Mitch. Mitch, do you want to give your email out or no?
Mitch80203@yahoo.com.
There you go. If not, it will be in the show notes, and we will. You could reach either one of us, and we'd love to help you. And we thank you so much for subscribing and liking and sharing this with people, because this really needs to be shared. That the oils work, and they really do help your emotions. They really do make you happier. And
True that.
and they really can change your mood. And so, yes, thank you so much for being a part of this. And go ahead and subscribe and likes. And thanks so much. Thanks for listening to this podcast. I hope this interview has sparked some interest in you, that you can use oils to help with your emotions. And if you've been suffering with some severe emotions and you've had really negative thoughts, please go see a professional and get some help with that. But realize that there is a natural approach. And if you are one of those people who don't want to be on the medications, having side effects with medications, and you're open to taking a look at things naturally, absolutely reach out to Mitch or myself. That will be in the show notes. And stay tuned for the next episode, where you're going to learn a lot more about changing your life naturally. Thanks for listening.